In this video, I'll show you how to give your kitchen a makeover that will have all of your friends talking. Hello and welcome to Something About Kitchens by Mary. I'm Mary Regan, kitchen designer at Wayside Kitchens. In this video, I will take you on a tour of a kitchen remodel that we recently completed right here in Littleton, Massachusetts for a homeowner who loves to entertain and host large gatherings. But first, let me share with you a little bit of history about the home. The house is a Cape-style house. It was built in 1973. The home was purchased by the current homeowners in 1990. And in 2004, they had a kitchen renovation. And the homeowner will share with us her experiences back then and her experiences now. The cabinetry we used for the project is Shiloh cabinets, inset construction. The door style is it's called the Dalton door, and it is a miter door with a beautiful bead that looks amazing in inset cabinets. The main color is the polar white. For the island of this two-tone kitchen, we did cherry with the Silas stain. Quartzite is the fantasy brown, and then the client opted for simple white subway tiles for the backsplash. In case you're wondering, I've been in the kitchen industry for a long time, and I know a thing or two about kitchen renovations, kitchen design, and achieving amazing results. Without further ado, why don't we just take a look at what we did in this beautiful new kitchen.
My favorite part is the special cabinet that I asked Mary to do for me. This happens to be my favorite cabinet.
Nice.
Everything off the counters, everything in there stays organized, and most of my friends are like amazed at this. And I wanted drawers rather than cabinet space because it's far more efficient for me and my style to have everything in a drawer packed away. All my pots and pans go down here. Part of reason for doing the kitchen because I wanted a bigger island. The induction cooktop is also wonderful, and I really enjoy it. So more drawers for my spices and popcorn. This is where I operate, having the electric outlets on the same side as you're cooking. My old island, which was a problem, was on the opposite side. Out of the way over here, and I thought at first maybe I would wonder about how many steps I was taking, but it is not a problem whatsoever because I have this area to use. Two landings on either side of the refrigerator, which is perfect for two different reasons. One, my husband has a place to drop everything when he walks in the door. And two, the drawer microwave, which I really like. I can put a toaster oven in here, or I can put an appliance in here. The efficiency of all of the cabinets is wonderful. Sorry, my mother has put her potato chips up here. But as you can see, it's holding all of my tall cooking pots and blender and everything that don't fit anywhere else, and I don't have to put them in the hall closet like I used to. We chose not to do a glass for here to keep everything nice and neat and it's all white. But sometimes when you have company or whatever, you want to just put stuff in there and it's okay to close it. More drawers, as you can see, for my towels. That's my mother Ruby's thing, where she rolls up the towels.
Oh, she is so sweet, Terry.
Yes. And then we have for all of the plastic, the aluminum foil and different little appliances that I don't want on the counter, I put them in there. I really love the front of this. I will say that I did have to get used to that I lost the space underneath it. But then when I cleared everything out and I put everything back in, I found out I didn't need all that junk under there. So this has been wonderful. Wonderful sink, more drawers for silverware, and the proverbial plastic that you never have any place for. This is really more my entertainment storage. So this is where I keep my antique china, tea set, and my glasses, and I can keep it displayed because I'm a big blue and white fan of my entertainment martini glasses and larger platters, as you can see. The two display cabinets up here are nice because I have extra teapots and things. I try to position them so that you see the white teapots or the color in the front, but I used them for the parties. And over here is more room for my teapots.
Beautiful.
So I can have a number of ladies over or groups of people over. And I really love the fact that I could unpack my depression glass luncheon set and bowls and at a perfect place for it. Again, this is more of my entertaining things, candles and different utensils. This is my lobster utensils, my lobster, different odds and ends that fit perfectly in here. Also has from here up, it has entertainment things, but from here down, my mother has adopted it as her medicine cabinet.
Aww.
Because it's a little easier, she's 91, it's a little easier for her to get to it here than have to go all the way up and down the steps. Because we're really big on watching the evening Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy during dinner.
That's
or first thing in the
awesome.
morning, I like hearing the news. So Mary designed this so we could fit the TV in. I had forgotten when they came to measure this that Mary had designed this to go here. And when they were saying, well, this is the piece, and the guy was taking the template, I said, it's got granite over here? He says, yes, it says granite. And I think I even called you and said, Mary, he says there's granite. He goes, yes, there is. Absolutely love it. What we did is we did replace all the floors in the kitchen. And we went with the natural white oak.
Which came out beautiful.
It came out. We loved it so much that we turned around and we did the entire first floor.
What were your main concerns about your old kitchen, and how do you feel how we addressed them, those concerns?
My main concern of the old kitchen was the fact that my 9-foot island was only half the size and width of this one. So it made for no area for sitting, and also for cooking. If I wasn't careful, things would slide it off the end, and I had very little prep space. We solved that by moving the refrigerator and the ovens that used to be on this wall that are now on the opposite wall, which allowed us to have this 45-inch width along with the 9-foot length. And also I have the ability to have six people sitting here at one time. I have prep room on either side of the stove. I tend to do this end is closest to the double ovens, which makes it perfect for moving all the hot things on this end. And refrigerator and unloading and putting there, but I use both sides for prep, depends on the size pot and what I'm doing.
What are some of the key improvements you noticed that, and what difference have they made in your how you use your kitchen?
Well, first of all, the island and the prep and cooking space is number one. Number two, the fact that we moved the refrigerator and the double ovens from this room to that side of the room allowed for a better flow into the kitchen and going around. It also allowed for me to have chairs, which I never had before. I love my in-drawer microwave that was no longer on the counter. It was now underneath the drawers in the cabinet.
I know that you love entertaining, so
Yes,
how
yeah.
does your island help you now with your entertainment?
Well, I'll give you the best two examples that we had. We had two back-to-back major parties. One was a 22-person cocktail party, and we had a number of the ladies that were helping me do the hot hors d'oeuvres and helping. We each could go in a space and use the cooktop, use the oven, refrigerator, and we never bumped into each other. We had our family reunion, my husband's family reunion. We had 34 for a sit-down dinner. Wow. And we used this whole space as the buffet. And we used to have to call people in and do it in stages and only do like 6 people or 7 people at a time. And this time we could do 15 lined up, and we had food on either side, and we could just do a circle. So the efficiency of using this as a buffet and just the prep area alone and the double ovens really was remarkable. Plus the sink and the area over this side, we put all the coffee pot and the service for and the cups and things on that side, and I had never had that space to do. It just gave us much more space to spread out.
How was your experience in working with the designer with me?
Well, I can't thank you enough, Mary, because I will start with my kitchen that we replaced from 2004, I did myself and had no clue, and I thought I was doing the right thing, and I made some major mistakes. And when I came to Mary, and the first thing she asked me was, well, what don't you like? And I explained about the island and different things. She came up with this design. I came to you and I wanted a U. And when you came to see the kitchen, you said, could I come up with an idea and see what you like? And I said, yes, whatever you want. Because I swore I would do what Mary suggested instead of what I thought was right, which thank God I did. And Mary came up with the design that you see now. The refrigerator and the oven's on another wall, which allowed for much more space. So the fact that her eye for design and measurement and knowing what's going to work and what isn't going to work was invaluable. It saved a lot. And as soon as I saw the new design, I was instantly in love, and I said, okay, that's it.
Sign me up, right?
Yeah, sign me up.
And how do you feel about the quality of the work of the remodeling?
The quality of the cabinets is remarkable for Shiloh. I'm very impressed. Not to mention that when they told Mary it was going to be here in December, it was within days of the date. They gave us that 30 days, and they gave 30 days notice, and in 30 days it was here.
Yes.
Starting.
They're very consistent.
Jim, installing the cabinets was remarkable in his skill. I mean, he was meticulous. He worked steady. There was the measurements and the way everything aligned was perfect. We did. I don't remember that there were any issues that he had to solve except for his ability to work with the granite people when they told him he had to come back and cut the cabinets again to make the cooktop, and he went, no big deal. And he comes in and he perfectly cut exactly what was necessary for the drop-in here. So the installation was fast, steady. Once the cabinets were here, Jim could come every single day, and he did. He did. The only reason he didn't come maybe was because he had to go run and pick something up, and he was there that afternoon. Once on the job, he dedicated the time to us, which was remarkable. That wasn't my experience the last time.
You already addressed. I was going to ask you about the quality of the cabinets.
Yes. I can say a little bit more. I love the fact that they're the soft close.
Oh yeah.
And they don't slam, and that was wonderful. And also we had a cabinet that was a little sticky, and I called Jim, and Jim came out and did the adjustment. My husband tried to do the adjustment, and when it didn't work the first time, I said, can you stop? I want Jim to do it. And he went, 5 minutes, he had it fixed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, he does know what he's doing with those cabinets. And so if you were giving someone advice about either working with us or purchasing the Shiloh cabinets, what would you say?
Without a doubt, go in. Mary's wonderful. You are wonderful about asking what your desires are, what your needs are, and coming back in and working with you when you actually came into the house and you saw the whole layout made a big difference. And you were always there whenever I needed you, and I would call, and sometimes I'd just drop by. And you were there, and sometimes you had somebody, and I said, I'll be back.
I love the company.
We had a lot of nice conversations.
We definitely did.
I owe just my beautiful kitchen to your eye and being there. And also, I really was impressed the fact that you met me places, like you went to the granite place, and you met me to look at the granite. So, because I was worried about doing everything by myself again since I made so many mistakes in the other kitchen, and you graciously met me there. And then I started stopping by just to say hello. We're share magazines.
Always welcome.
We're share magazines.
The magazines from North Carolina. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
No,
but it was wonderful
very thankful.
working with you, Mary, and
Thank
I
you.
learned so much. I mean, things I would have done and made a mistake on. You showed me. No, I think it's better this way, and it was perfect. My husband also was very leery of starting this whole thing, and this started because he bought something very pricey for himself, so it was my turn. And he says, I don't know why you need another kitchen, and for the reasons I quoted him, and he was looking and he was going, wow, this is a lot of money, this is a lot of money. As soon as Jim started putting in the cabinets, just the first go around with the cabinets, Mark said, this is great.
Oh,
and
I'm
he
so
loves this kitchen.
happy to hear
if
that.
he doesn't say, once a month, he'll walk in and or maybe we're sitting having dinner or something, he'll go, I love this kitchen.
Oh,
And that's a wonderful tribute for a husband who
Yeah.
usually doesn't notice much.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
he
nice.
was just thrilled. He's
Yeah.
very proud of it.
Oh,
He's very
awesome.
proud of the kitchen for his friends coming in and said, Terry just did this. Isn't this wonderful? And they asked me who did it, and I share your name and tell you were. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Terry. This is fantastic, and thank you for doing this on
Oh, my
camera.
pleasure.
This
And
is
anybody
like-
can call me if you know, if they
thank
have
you.
questions, if there's something that comes up
Awesome.
and you can't answer it, then I'll be glad to talk to somebody.
What a great tour of this beautiful new kitchen. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank Terry, Mark, and Ruby for the wonderful hospitality and for hiring Wayside Kitchens to do their beautiful project. I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, I ask you to join my community and subscribe, like, share, comment. We welcome all of it because I would love to grow this channel as I am on my way to becoming your favorite kitchen designer around Massachusetts and beyond. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.